If you guys want the fastest way to improve your aim, get some Control Freaks for cheap. Use code Goblin for 10% off and improve your aim today. Link in the description. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. And today's video is going to be super duper exciting because we have some special, hidden, secret, unused, unreleased camos that have been leaked into Call of Duty World War II. Today's video is going to be a discussion about those camos with myself, Green Goblin HD, iTankit, and Raidaway, fellow Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and World War II YouTubers. I'm sure by now most of you guys watching this video are probably subscribed to all three of us. If not, you definitely should be to keep up with everything going on. All our links will be in the description, whichever channel you guys are watching this on. So basically, this is going to be a very exciting video talking about these secret hidden camos, and I think this one definitely deserves a like. If you guys are watching this video, which if you're hearing my voice, you're watching this video, I want you guys all to smash that like button. Let's go for 2,000 likes, whether you're on your mobile device, whether you're watching on your PlayStation 4 or your Dreamcast 2. You need to hit that like button, even if you're on Mars or if you're in your mom's basement. We need those likes, and we need to get 2,000. That would be absolutely awesome. Now, do you guys want, like, the camo situation in this game, before we get into these hidden camos, what do you guys think of the current camo situation in this game? Tanky, do you want to start off?
Yeah, I don't know. The camos in this game, they're kind of weak. I'm not really a camo grinder myself. I'm more of a DLC supply drop camo guy, and the fact that there's no camos in supply drops, it's like both ends I really don't have much to draw from. So I'm not going for diamond as of now. I just don't think it's strong enough. But with one of these camos, which we will be talking about today, diamond is kind of, you know, in and around it. I'll give you guys a hint. It's kind of weaved into the weapon camo. So it's pretty interesting that, you know, there is that side to the diamond camo, which I probably would be more inclined to go for because I'm not really trying to grind. Raid, what about you?
Yeah, man, honestly, the camos are just not that great. Like, the camos in the game right now, they went for literal camouflage camos. Like in Black Ops 3, they went for, like, you know, pink or like really colorful ones that stood out, but for right now they went for, like, you know, camouflage ones, and they don't stand out. They just don't really look too good on all of the weapons. But you know, looking at these, you know, unreleased leaked camos, I think there's some hope. There's definitely some cool ones within these files.
We're gonna be talking about these. You guys can check them out down in the description below, but the first camo here is going to be the chrome camo, which everyone pretty much has heard about by now. The rumor around this chrome camo is that it's essentially your dark matter of this game. Of course, we have gold and diamond, which aren't the best in this game. I mean, diamond can be pretty cool in certain weapons, but dark matter was the end-all be-all in Black Ops 3, and then of course Black Sky was in Infinite Warfare. So what we have in this game allegedly is going to be that chrome camo, and I don't think this chrome camo is very strong. I honestly think you should have just done something like dark matter, but I think they're trying to fight between the realism of World War II and having those ultimate camos. So what do you guys think about Tanky? What do you think about the chrome camo in this game? Do you think it's something worth grinding for?
I think it comes down to just the type of player you are. Like, if you're like a dark matter grinder from BO3, or you were a diamond grinder from BO2, or you just like to go for, you know, the big camos, the final camos, it's worth it in just the fact that you'll have the most exclusive unlock in the game. But if you're kind of like a person on the fence like myself, that, you know, I'll grind if it's good, but I'm not really, you know, really stressed about grinding for a camo if it's not that great. It's kind of leaning towards the other side. I'm not really inclined, or I'm not really motivated to grind for this camo, because I just don't think it would be popping that much like a dark matter, you know, something bright like a purple or a blue or a pink. So in my opinion, it's a camo that you could grind for if you're a camo guy, but if you're kind of on the fence, I don't know if it's worth the time. What about you, Raid?
Yeah, I mean, in Black Ops 3, I unlocked Dark Matter, you know, twice on 2 different accounts. I was almost going it for a 3rd time, but I mean, I'm just not a fan. When I first saw Chrome, cool, it has a nice name. I like it, but when I first saw it on the weapons, I was like, this is just nothing really too spectacular. Like, I really think they should stick with the purple camos. Like, the purple camos in, like, any COD, they look really, really nice. And a lot of, like, the black market camos in Black Ops 3, they look even nicer than the chrome, supposedly the best camo in the world. Like, I was actually reading some comments, kind of getting ideas of what you guys wanted to see, and a lot of people were saying they should have went with, like a ruby camo, or, like, an emerald, or, like, a sapphire. I think that would have been genius. Like, I don't know why they went for chrome, because the chrome, it just reflects off of everything, and the map's colors are not even that vibrant, so automatically your gun's just not looking too hot. But that's just my opinion. If you want to grind for it, which I'm definitely going to be grinding for, because I just like to have, like, every camo in the game. I like to be completing every challenge, so I'm definitely going to go for it. I'm not too sure. What about you, Goblin?
I definitely think that it's not the worst camo, but I think there's going to be, I mean, even the other camos we're about to talk about right here are better than the chrome camo, which doesn't make sense. Dark matter, if you're going to grind and get diamond on everything, it should be the best one in the game. As far as these other camos that we have here, I definitely think that we can talk about the Fire Skulls one, which I think is my personal favorite. It's just got fire, molten lava all over the whole gun. It's absolutely amazing. I definitely think that is probably the best one we can see here, as well as the one Tan was talking about earlier, the Diamond Weave. It's kind of difficult to tell because of just the one picture that we have. Is this one is it better than Diamond? Is it worse than Diamond? It's very, very difficult to tell. Honestly, you'd have to compare it on multiple weapons, but I do think Fire Skulls, Diamond Weave are some very good camos that we have here as well. Tank, would you like to start off with Copper Giraffe and talk about a couple of the other ones?
Yeah, for sure. So, like Luke just mentioned, there is a few camos that, you know, you could kind of toss up, like the Diamond Weave, where you have to test it on different weapons. But that Fire Skull camo, without a doubt, if you check the link down below, it is a banger camo. This one, the Copper Giraffe, is also kind of cool. It has this brownish orange-red tint similar to the Fire Skulls one, but it is a little bit more subtle, a little bit more camo-based. There is no skulls on it, which is, you know, a good balance between, like how Ray was talking about, the camouflage aspect of, you know, blending into a map, but also having that weapon camo that pops. They also have Golden Leopard. No, it's not a sports car, but it is an incredible camo. It has this orange, yellow, black gradient that goes across it. Definitely one that stands out a little bit more than the other ones. And Ray, if you want to talk about the final 3 or 4.
So next up we have Chrome Tiger, which is essentially Chrome, although it just has sort of like a tiger pattern on it. It looks pretty decent. It kind of has like that shade of blue and gray, so definitely not a bad camo. Next we have Rattles, which is basically like a snake sort of skin on your weapon. I'm not too sure if we've seen this before, but
Pretty sure we have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen this before. But either way, basically like a snake skin covering your entire weapon. And then the next one we have Mop, which actually really reminds me of Ice Camo from Black Ops 3. Do you guys get like that vibe from it?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, it has like that blue sort of tint, sort of icy feel to it. And then the last one, which doesn't actually have a name to it, but it's Camo_loot, and that got me thinking, like, is this camo, you know, are all these camos going to be in supply drops? Now I think so, because, you know, right off the bat when World War II launched, we didn't get any camos within supply drops, and that was very, very disappointing. We only got like grips for the pistols, which is cool, but there's like over 100 grips in the freaking game, so there's so many. But yeah, this one's called Camo_loot. It kind of reminds me of Exclusion Zone from MWR. It has that, you know, that green kind of animated feel to it, and unfortunately we don't have any videos of the other camos we were discussing, but I think most of these will be sort of animated, like Fire Skull. I'm hoping that one is animated. I think like a flowing sort of lava magma one would be really, really nice. But all these camos, in my opinion, they're looking great so far. You know, it's just the beginning of the year, you know what I mean? They're going to be adding a lot more, guys. I wouldn't, you know, just doubt them. You know, Sledgehammer right off the bat. It's just the beginning. I have a feeling they're going to be adding just a ton more. A lot of cooler stuff, too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And I think that the question now is, like, how are these camos going to be implemented into the game? Supply drops is the obvious answer. Right now, we don't have anything in supply drops. But the question that I have that's more specific is, sure, these are going to be in supply drops, and it's like Raid said, it's just the start of the year. We're probably going to get a lot of dope stuff, which is good because the multiplayer camos of this game are sort of lacking. But the question is it going to be like you unlock it for all of your SMGs? Say you get Fire Skulls in a supply drop. Is it Fire Skulls for just maybe the Thompson, or Fire Skulls for the MP40? Or is it Fire Skulls for all the SMGs? And that is the big question surrounding this, because in something like Infinite Warfare, they used camos sort of, and they had a lot of BS camos to basically drown out the supply drops, so you have a worse chance at getting good stuff. And they did the same thing this year with the pistol grips. And one thing about Call of Duty, which is sort of becoming a trend, which was really actually sucking, is that Infinite Warfare and World War II, when these games come out, they kind of come out like unfinished, especially Infinite Warfare. But World War II, the supply drop system, you know, the cards of the guns, you couldn't really tell. Like when you get a pistol grip, it doesn't show you what you actually get. That stuff really needs to be updated, and I'm hoping that they're going to take the time to, you know, continue updating and continue their support for this game, whether it's buffing and nerfing weapons, adding things to supply drops, adding DLC, fixing stuff, and that's what could make this game good. Because a game like Infinite Warfare, even though it had a really terrible start, they did a pretty good job, especially with the Days of Summer event. They actually outdid BO3 with the Days of Summer event, which of course BO3 was in its second year, so that's more understandable. But the question I have, and I'm going to ask Tan Kid, is how do you think these are gonna, are you gonna get the camo just for one SMG, or are you gonna get them for all SMGs? Are they gonna be throwing in a bunch of camos to drown out the good stuff, or how do you think they're gonna be doing it?
I think just based on how they're doing their supply drop system right now, like ideally it would be you know, a global camo that you would get maybe for not even maybe all weapons, but maybe all SMGs or all assault rifles, which is an option. It just, in my mind, they're doing things kind of sloppy right now. So if they were to be very precise in unlocking specific camos for specific weapons, I would be I kind of impressed in that fact that if they were to take the time and code the game to have certain camos only unlock for certain weapons, and you'd have to unlock them individually, like how the pistol grip you can put in any pistol. If there was only a pistol grip for the machine pistol or the M1911, I would be kind of concerned in the fact that you would have to unlock so many camos over and over and over again. So maybe not a global camo would be the best idea, but if they did tiers of camos where all SMGs you unlock the fire skull camo, that'd be pretty cool. But I just don't know how, you know, precise and calculated they're going to be when implementing the DLC and supply drops. So I hope it's not too crazy in the fact that they have specific LMG, you have to put it on the epic variant. Like, I hope it's something too crazy in that fact.
Yeah, and also just the final point, you know, to kind of wrap up this video, you know, about, you know, talking about camos. When we first saw Diamond Camo in World War II, I think it was Camos who unlocked it for snipers. We saw the Diamond Camo, and it looked very, very bad. Like, it was atrocious. It's just like, it didn't cover the whole weapon. There was scars and marks, and it was just really, really bad. But then we found out that if you have diamond and put it on an epic or an heroic weapon, it looks 10 times better. It's glowing. It looks so much more shiny. It's covering all the weapons, and there's no really, you know, scars or marks or, you know, whatever. So I'm wondering that, you know, these camos within the supply drops, if you put them on heroic and epic weapons, are they just going to be outstanding, out of this world camos? I really hope that's what they do, because Fire Skulls, it looks awesome, and I'm pretty sure he's just putting it on a base weapon, but just imagine it on an heroic weapon or like an epic. Is it going to be even brighter? Maybe the base camos are not animated, but then when you put them on heroic weapons, they're animated. They start to move, they start to be flowing, and they just start to be even better. That's just my idea, and I really hope they go in that direction. I think that would be more of an incentive to kind of, I guess, open up supply drops, maybe get the camos, maybe get heroic weapons. So, in my opinion, that's how really they should be doing it, and I really hope they go in that direction.
Yeah, I definitely think that there's a lot of potential here, and it all depends how much support Sledgehammer puts in. So let us know your favorite out of these camos. Of course, they're all available in the description below. You guys can go check them all out. Be sure to let us know your favorite in the comments. Drop a like on this thing, and sub for a cookie, and don't looky, and we're all out. Peace.
Peace.